All right, thank you, Captain. Cheers, Joe. Got to talk about boils, trains, very good. Cheers, Jeremy. Monday, 12th of November, 2018, and live till 5. Yes, it's the big show. It's Steve Wright in the afternoon. Hello.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Now playing everywhere.
Hand me down the walking cane, hand me down my hat. Hurry now and don't be late, 'cause we ain't got time to chat. You and me, we're going out to catch the latest sounds, guaranteed to blow your mind so high you won't come down. Hey y'all, prepare yourself for the rubber band. Man, you've never heard a sound like a rubber band. Man, you're bound to lose control when the rubber band starts to jam. Oh, this dude is out of sight. Everything he does seems to come out right. Once I went to hear them play at a club outside of town. I was so surprised, I was hypnotized by the sound these cats put down. When I saw this short fat guy stretch a band between his toes, hey, I laughed so hard 'cause the band got down when it finally reached his nose. Hey y'all, prepare yourself for the rubber band. Time. Where in the world did he learn that? Oh, Lord. Oh, help me get away.
Oh, man, that dude is out of sight. Spinners and Rubber Band Man. Hope you had a lovely weekend. BBC Radio 2 coming up on 6 after 2 in the United Kingdom. This is Radio 2. Well, hands up for a heat wave that apparently might be coming later this week. A heat wave. Believe it when I see it. Hands up if you've finally shaken your cough, sore throat, and cold away. I know, it goes on for a couple of weeks, doesn't it? And here's a good one. Hands up for buying the Christmas presents this week. May as well go for it. Every ad on television is a Christmas ad.
Boy, I can see the way you dance and move that body. I know it's crazy, but I feel like you could.
They made them in July in the heat wave.
Chasing in my dreams. Boy, I can see you're looking at me like you want it. But usually I'm like whatever, but tonight the way you're moving got me where I'm at.
It started when I looked in her eyes. I got close and I'm like, bailemos. Hey, la noche está para un reggaetón lento. Esos que no se bailan hace tiempo. Yo solo la miré, me gustó, me pegué, la invité y bailemos. Hey, si now we dancing un reggaetón lento. Just get a little closer, baby, let go.
Excuse me, baby boy, just had to dance with you now. See, there's nobody in it that comes close to you, no. Your hands are on my waist, my lips you wanna taste. Come muévete, muévete, muévete.
Our bodies on fire, we're full of desire. If you feel what I feel, throw your hands up higher. And to all the ladies all around the world, go ahead and muévete, muévete, muévete. It started when I looked in her eyes, I got close and I'm like, bailemos, la noche está para un reggaetón lento. Esos que no se bailan hace tiempo. Y solo lo miré, me gustó, me pegué, la invité, bailemos, so now we dancing on reggaetón lento. Just get a little closer, baby, let go. Do you know I like it when you take it to the floor? I know you like this reggaetón lento. This ain't stopping, baby, till I say so. Come get some more.
Boy, I wish that this could last forever. Cause every second by your side is heaven. Oh, come give me that boom, 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 boom. I tell you, baby, you give me hot still. Love me, make me sick, you my doctor. Don't you know you're paying on fire tonight? Can we get it right here one more time?
It started when I looked in her eyes, I got close and I'm like, bailemos, la noche está para un reggaetón lento. Esos que no se bailan hace tiempo. Y solo la miré, me gustó, me pegué, la invité, bailemos, so now we dancing on reggaetón lento. Just get a little closer, baby, let go. Yo solo la miré, me gustó, me pegué, la invité, bailemos, la noche está para un reggaetón lento. De esos que no se bailan hace tiempo. It started when I looked in her eyes, I got close and I'm like, bailemos,
so now we dancing on reggaeton lento. Just get a little closer, baby, let go.
If you're all on your own this afternoon, don't worry, you got company.
Now we dancing on reggaeton
Yes.
lento. Just get a little closer, slow the tempo.
CNCO Little Mix. Reggaeton Lento.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. BBC Radio 2.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
The Big Show.
You can email us through the afternoon, please. steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Should you need a shout out, you can text 88291. Love to hear from you, especially if you hadn't texted before. You can tweet us at BBC Radio 2. So that's email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Text 88291 and tweet us at BBC Radio 2. Thank you. The weather, well, rain or showers for many places, a lot of places. But then suddenly, like, it gets sunny again. And then, you know what? You got a rainbow. Says the best of any sunshine is in the southeast of England once it stops raining. Temperature 13 in Brighton. That's not bad. Overnight low of 6 in Pitlochry, Scotland. Cloudy tonight with blustery showers of frost in some northern and western parts of the UK. Lights on sunset tonight. Edinburgh is 4:10. In Cardiff it's 4:28. In Belfast 4:27. And in London 4:16.
Song closing.
No, it's opening. What's the matter with you? 15 in the United Kingdom. Email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Text 88291 for a shout out. Tweet us at BBC Radio 2.
Steve Wright in the afternoon on BBC Radio 2.
Hey Steve, it's Paul McCartney here.
Yeah.
Have you got anything by Marshmello or Steve Aoki?
I might have.
I'll even take anything by Diplo. I'm not fussy.
The region of Italy where I was born is also the birthplace of two of opera's most famous names, Giuseppe Verdi and Luciano Pavarotti. So, it's not surprising that this most expressive and arousing of music flows through my veins.
Strictly Judge Bruno Tognoli is back on BBC Radio 2.
Back with love, lies, scandals and goodbyes as I celebrate my greatest passion.
Bruno Tognoli at the Opera.
Join me for an intoxicating mix of the most beautiful music ever written.
Tuesday night from 9
on BBC Radio 2.
Thank you, Bruno.
Steve Wright. In the afternoon on BBC Radio 2.
Drinking in the morning sun, blinking in the morning sun, shaking off a heavy one. Yeah, heavy like a loaded gun. What made me behave that way? Using words I never say. I can only think it must be love. Oh, anyway, it's looking like a beautiful day. Someone tell me how I feel. It's silly wrong but vivid right. Oh, kiss me like a final meal. Yeah, kiss me like we died tonight. 'Cause holy cow, love your eyes. And only now I see the light. Yeah, lying with you half awake, stumbling over what to say. Well, anyway, it's looking like a beautiful day. So throw those curtains wide. One day like this a year would see me right. Throw those curtains wide. One day like this a year would see me right. Throw those curtains wide. One day like this a year would see me right for life. Throw those curtains wide. One day like this a year would see me right for life. Holy cows, love your eyes. And only now I see the
Today at 5, Joe and Simon, former Smiths guitarist Johnny Marr with Joe and Simon for a very special live session, including a performance of his new single and a special Back to Where It Began track. And Robbie Williams phones in from his South American tour. Joe and Simon at 5. And there's Elbow, One Day Like This.
One day like this a year would see me right. Throw those curtains wide. One day like this a year would see me right for life. Throw those curtains wide. One day like this a year would see me right for life. Holy cows, love your eyes. And only now I see the light.
Good afternoon from the big show.
If you want to contact Steve Wright in the afternoon, email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291, or tweet at BBC Radio 2.
BBC Radio 2 in the United Kingdom.
We're celebrating the music of two of soul's biggest icons. Platinum-selling Beverly Knight will be singing the songs of Stevie Wonder on Thursday, the 22nd of November. And multi-Grammy-winning US soul star Peebo Bryson will pay tribute to Barry White on Wednesday, the 21st of November. Both performing at the London Palladium. Friday night is Music Night, celebrating Stevie Wonder and Barry White. Find out how to buy your tickets at the BBC Radio 2 website.
Excellent, thank you.
Hi, this is Jeremy Vine. If you're having trouble contacting the show, here's the new address. It's Rita Ora on Shazam, and that's the name of a new superhero in the movies. Phew, you stink of creosote, Ken Bruce. Have you been painting the fence? Find him on BBC Sounds. Excuse me, I'm no longer safe here. There's some ants. Run, everybody, run!
Belinda was mine till the time that I found her holding Jim, loving him. Then Sue came along, loved me strong, that's what I thought. Me and Sue, that I do. Don't know that I will, but until I can find me a girl that'll stay and won't play games behind me, and I'll be what I am, a solitary man, solitary man. I've had it to hear being where love's a small word, part-time thing, paper ring. I know it's been done having one girl who loves you, right or wrong, we go strong. Don't know that I will, but until I can find me a girl that'll stay and won't play games behind me, I'll be what I am, a solitary man, solitary man. Don't know that I will, but until I can find me a girl that'll stay and won't play games behind me,
And I'll be what I am, solitary man.
solitary man.
He done some right good songs, didn't he? Solitary Man, Neil Diamond. From Jake Harwood, love to shout out to my dad, Matthew Harwood. We're both at work, just listening to your station. Thank you very much. Your station, I think you're fine. Steve Ken, I have a shout out for Callum, the apprentice painter, who I'm stuck with today here in rainy, I think it's Whitehaven. Thank you from Kane. Then it says, like an afterthought, can you wish Mark a happy holiday from workmates Callum and Kane? Thank you very much. Absolutely our pleasure, old friend. Sir Lenny Henry with us later. He's co-presenting the first show in a big BBC series called Our Classical Century. There's Sarah Brightman, star of musical theatre and the world's best-selling soprano, and Tim Blake Nelson playing the title role in this brand new Coen Brothers movie. It's called The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. It's brilliant. There's Tim Smith, Bobby Pryor, the captain, Adam Porter on news, Shabnam Yunus Jewel with the sport, and the oldies chosen by Karen Jardine in Port Talbot.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Great flowing love. Spread the calm to meet the others. Pleasure fills with love till dawn. It's warm in and out. The call for sacred hours. There's a chant of newborn singing. The magic force of your feelings. The first picture of you. The first picture of summer. Seeing the flowers scream their joy. The first picture of you. The first picture of summer. Seeing the flowers scream their joy. Can't lose this mood gentle. With summer at our ears. Flood the world deep in sunlight. Break into the peaceful wild. The first picture of you. The first picture of summer. Seeing the flowers scream their joy. The first picture of you. The first picture of summer. Seeing the flowers scream their joy. The first picture of you. The first picture of summer. Seeing the flowers scream their joy. The first picture of you. The first picture of summer. Seeing the flowers scream their joy. The first picture of you. The first picture of summer. Seeing the flowers scream their joy.
A very quick reminder about our brand new app. BBC Sounds combines all radio and podcasts from across the BBC, along with new mixes. Download it right now. You get recommendations on stuff you'd like to listen to. And the more you use it, the better it gets. Music, radio, and podcasts. The BBC Sounds app.
I knew what you were feeling when you played me that song. Gave every word meaning. You showed me a place we belong. And we laughed and we danced and we never looked back. Nothing would get in our way. And you showed me the meaning of love and romance with every song that you play. Now the music's too sad without you. Silence is all I can listen to now. I can't sing along to the songs like I used to. Music's too sad when you're not around. Ooh.
I remember that feeling.
The song that you play.
You felt like home. So why am I leaving?
Memories play.
Leaving you all alone. 'Cause we laughed and we danced and we never looked back. Nothing would get in our way. And you showed me the meaning of love and romance.
How I miss the song that you play.
love that. Music's too sad without you. Kylie and Jack Savaretti. Sir Lenny Henry on with us later. Also Sarah Brightman and Tim Blake Nelson.
Showed up at the right time in a broke down limousine. All you had was red lights, and went and turned them all to green. I found you in a landslide and pulled you out again. The hardest conversations are the ones you never had. Well, you don't have to say it, 'cause you know I understand. Never been the bravest, but if you need a hand, I got you, baby. You're in trouble, I got you, baby. Nothing that I wouldn't do, baby. You know that I am a rock, I am a stone. I'll be your strength, I'll be your home. And you may walk a lonely road, but you will never walk alone. You will never walk alone. You will never walk alone. I don't have the answers, but I can listen for a while. Might not understand it, but I can try to make you smile when you're in a black place. I need a shoulder you can cry on. I got you, baby. You're in trouble, I got you, baby. Nothing that I wouldn't do, baby. You know that I am a rock, I am a stone. I'll be your strength, I'll be your home. And you may walk a lonely road, but you will never walk alone. You will never walk alone. You will never walk alone. You know, I am a rock, I am a stone. I'll be your strength, I'll be your home. And you may walk a lonely road, but you will never walk alone. You will never walk alone. You will never
I'd like to bring on Tim Smith, if I may. My good friend and colleague. Do you have a factoid for me, Tim?
Yes, I do, Steve. The first ever department store that opened in the United States is still in operation. It's the Cooperative Mercantile Institution. It was founded by Brigham Young in Salt Lake City in 1868. And for many years, its slogan was America's first department store.
A single cold virus can have 16 million offspring within the course of a day.
Do you know when tourism began in this country?
In this country, UK?
Yes.
I would say probably the 14th century.
Well, I mean, people probably went on holiday and went on trips, back in the 14th century, maybe even further back. But officially, it began in 1841 when a Thomas Cook organised a trip from Market Harborough to Loughborough for a temperance meeting. His first foreign trip was a 6-day stay in Paris in 1861.
The droplets from a sneeze can spread for a distance of 6 feet.
Silver has the highest reflectivity of any metal on the planet. It also conducts electricity better than any other substance. And humans first discovered silver, when do you think? In years?
Silver.
Going back how many years?
400.
No, slightly further.
800.
Bit more.
2,000.
About 7,000.
I wasn't far out.
Factoids.
Time flies by when the night is young. Daylight shines on an undisclosed location. Bloodshot eyes looking for the sun. Paradise delivered and we call it a vacation. You're painting me a dream that I
Sugar Awareness Week, and coincidentally, it's also World Antibiotic Awareness Week. And we got Dr. Hilary Jones on with us later in this week, and a subject for the surgery will include antibiotics. The House of Commons, the House of Lords, and the US House of Representatives are all back from recess. The Koreas in Film Summit is on in London. The International Luxury Conference has started in Hong Kong. And the Northwest Football Awards are on in Manchester. The Food Awards in Dublin. The awards dues in London include the Business Book of the Year dinner and the Esports Industry Awards recognising excellence in global sports. The awards dues in New York include the Glamour Women of the Year Awards and the Theatre Hall of Fame Gala induction and dinner. Gary Newman begins his UK tour in Cardiff. Louisa Omilan plays Manchester and Nigella Lawson is in Cheltenham. And happy birthday, our very good pal Ryan Gosling.
I learned that my character in La La Land had a last name.
Did you not know?
I didn't know.
That was a brilliant film, by the way. And this is a brilliant film.
Well, I have a sense of closure now.
Yeah.
I never felt
How
finished.
come you didn't know and you did?
Now. Thank you.
It was probably on the script, but you were too busy. I gave him the name of his character in that movie.
He didn't know that.
He didn't know it.
He was very pleased that you gave him the name, though.
I guess he must have been secretly annoyed. Anne Hathaway, happy birthday.
Before, I'd kind of usually sort of work myself up into a state, not like other people don't, but yeah, acting from a place of nervousness, acting from a place of insecurity, gotta get it right. And seeing how low-key Bob's approach to the whole thing was, seeing how relaxed he was and how calm and in a way zen, I sort of felt inspired to lean into that energy on the set and try things that way.
Oh, that's a great phrase, lean into that energy. Let me lean into Tim's. What you got?
1 in 4 people goes online shopping while sitting on the toilet, and a fifth of consumers order goods on their phones or tablets whilst they take a bath. Don't drop that in the bath. You'll never get it working again.
We're going to go back to shops this Christmas. We're going back to shops.
We are, yeah. Support the high street, absolutely. Anyway, according to a new study, the average amount people spend every month online has now topped £300, and strangely, 4% of those polled admitted to buying something online whilst they were getting intimate with their partner, and half said they did their shopping while lying in bed. Now, you see, if you're going to do shopping under those circumstances online, you're not really concentrating,
It's insulting,
are you?
isn't it? It's a preoccupation where you shouldn't have one.
Well, more importantly, if you're doing it under those circumstances, you're going to order the wrong thing, you're going to get the wrong size because you're not concentrating.
Or concentrating on the wrong
Concentrate on what you're doing.
Yeah. So Lenny Henry with us later, also Sarah Brightman and Tim Blake Nelson. Here's a guy, he's an actor playing the title role in this new fabulous Coen Brothers film. It's called The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. On my list, it's Daryl Hall and John Oates. Steve, can you say hello to Chris and Paul, the joiners working in the unit next door at Barton Marina? Something to cheer Chris up as his drill has just died. Oh, thank you, Adele, the painter.
Hi, this is Jeremy Vine. Just a quick word about this stoat. It only eats blancmange and has been known to fish for its own herring. When it doesn't, it's sometimes a bit hard of herring. It's just my humour. Very good. Pardon. No, wait a second. Call me at 00331. That's 0407. It might help you if you jot this down because the phone is stuck in the chimney. You can make contact with me, Jeremy Vine, at willigetthissofabeforechristmas.co.uk. Ooh, that's a swanky scarf, Tim.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Goes down to your knees. Call me.
And here's Bobby.
Steve, thank you. First of all, to the A1 at Crowther. Now, if you're heading up between junction 65 and 167, so that's the Bowes Incline, the Angel of the North, they are holding the traffic, and this is because of a vehicle fire. So that's on the northbound side. Southbound, you can just about get by, but of course you've got smoke on the carriageway, but you can get past it. The M6 on the southbound side, we've got between 3A and 3 in the roadworks to Nuneaton. We've got one lane closed because of a breakdown. To the M1 problems, now there are many. So first of all, on the M1 northbound 36 Tankersley to 37 at Dodworth, there was an accident that's now cleared, but you still got big queues through there. M1 southbound 15 to 14 Northampton to Milton Keynes, there's an accident there, one lane is shut, and this is separate from the M1 northbound incident. At junction 14 for Milton Keynes, there are two lanes closed following an accident. There is also a fuel spillage they need to clear up, so that's going to take longer than normal. M3 on the northbound side 10 to 9 down from Winchester, one lane is shut. The queue's about to Winchester South, so it's back from 11. Just about get past that with that lane closure, so it's a big slow crawl. The M27 on the eastbound side, we've got between 3, which is Southampton Docks, and 4, the M3 interchange, an accident there where two lanes are shut. And then to Wiltshire's A338 stretch at Orlington, we've got it blocked completely. Accident between Orlington Track and the Cholderton turnoff. That's the Amesbury Road. So the police are there blocking the road completely. You've got to find your own way around it. Back with another one for you, 40 minutes.
Thank you very much, Steve. I'm busy making Christmas table decorations for my daughter's pub. Not even halfway through yet. Good job I started now. That's Val in Matlock. And this says, Steve, I'm doing a 4-hour drive up to Falkirk from England after living in Australia for 6 years. Shout out to my mum, Geraldine. See you soon.
Gonna get myself connected. I ain't gonna go blind, but the light which is reflected. I see through you, I see through you, I see through you. Your dirty tricks, you make me sick. I see through you, I see through you. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Gotta do right, son, it ain't right. Gotta do right. Come on, if you make sure you're connected, the writing's on the wall. But if your mind's neglected, stumble you might fall, stumble you might fall, stumble you might fall. Gonna go blind. I'm gonna get myself, I'm gonna get myself, I'm gonna get myself connected. I ain't gonna go blind for the light that is reflected. it again. Come on, I'm gonna do it again. Hear me out. Terrified.
That was always brilliant. Used on those ads for so many years. Stereo MCs connected.
To make sure you're connected, the writing's on the wall. But if your mind's neglected, stumble, you might fall, stumble, you might fall.
All right, let's take a look at some more news of the day. Let's see what we've got here. Singer Morrissey was punched in the face after a mob stormed his gig. Oh, no. The former Smiths frontman, 59, carried on performing after the stage invasion, but was lamped around the chops, it says here in the press, by one intruder. Nobody wants that. His manager, Peter Katsis, insisted Saturday's incident was just an overexcited fan, and Morrissey is okay. Households are still sitting on £96 billion hidden debt mountain. A government-backed body has found almost half, 44% of people, owe sums they've kept secret from their family partner or pals, according to the Money Advice Service. Really? Declan Donnelly chose Holly Willoughby as the I'm a Celeb co-host because he couldn't bear to replace Ant McPartlin with another man. I think it all starts on Sunday.
Yep, Sunday, November the 18th.
And we've got an inkling. Who do we think?
We think Nick Knowles might be going in,
there.
Harry Redknapp might be going in.
But they do throw out a few falsies, don't they?
Yeah, well, I don't think they actually know, do they, until they're told by ITV. But there are rumours spreading around. I've been on various sites to try and find. Nick Knowles comes up on several of them, so maybe he is going in.
Looking at the TV for the weekend, 9 million Strictly Come Dancing last night. That was last night, and the night before, almost 10 million for Strictly. Isn't that incredible?
Incredible, yeah, still going strong, isn't it?
Guest this week, tomorrow, Stephen K. Amos, stand-up comedian who's currently on his Bouquets and Brickbats tour. Author Christine Armstrong with her book The Mother of All Jobs. On Wednesday, Anthony Horowitz telling us about his new novel. Also, Robert Willis and Rebecca Ferguson. Now, Robert is Cilla Black's eldest son, and he's talking about the new Cilla and Royal Liverpool Philharmonic Orchestra album that features Rebecca on a special duet as a tribute and continuance to the late Cilla Black. Dr. Hilary Jones, the surgery will be open on Wednesday. Thursday, Michael McIntyre, ahead of the return of Michael McIntyre's big show. You just saw him earlier.
I saw him this morning, yeah. He was nearly going to run me down crossing the road. No, he wasn't really. I was waiting for the lights to turn green, and he was at the crossing in his car, and this bloke was waving at me. I thought he was waving at me. It was Michael McIntyre. Yeah. So he went the window down, had a little chat. He said he's coming in later this week.
Yeah. Eddie Redmayne and Jude Law, starring in Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald on Thursday. Alan Jones and Russell Watson also on Thursday. They've got a new album and tour together called In Harmony. And Friday, it's all about children in need, of course, and guests will include Rob Beckett. He's one of the presenters of the big BBC One TV show on Friday night. Plus, Tim Smith will be at Elstree Studios, will you?
Yes, he will. Definitely, like last year.
Yeah.
Going up to Elstree at lunchtime, see who we can track down, have a chat to a few of the people involved in the TV thing that evening, of course.
Yeah.
I've heard, sorry to interrupt, I've heard that the Call the Midwife team are doing something, so if I could track them down, that would be fantastic.
Well, you're very good at getting people to come on.
Well,
because you say, do you want to come on, Steve, right in the afternoon? They must go, no, not really.
I talk them round.
You talk them round in the end.
Whether I can talk all the midwives round remains to be seen.
Well, that'd be great. This day, 1901, gale sweep Britain, killing 200 and capsizing many ships. 1901. Who was, Tim, in the birthdays and anniversaries? Nadia Comaneci.
Nadia Comaneci, very famous Romanian gymnast, I believe.
Yes, she was.
1972 Olympics?
Yeah, 1961 she was born. It was the 1970-something Olympics. Yeah. Romanian gymnast who won 3 Olympic gold medals at the age of 14. And that music that I play on love songs, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, that's actually called Nadia's theme.
Oh, right.
And that was used by her in that Olympics.
Oh, on the floor routine. Yeah.
And
I seem
then
to remember that.
Later became the theme to The Young and the Restless.
Right.
And then later became the theme to Steve Wright Sunday Love Songs.
Lovely. Glad you told us that. Back to the anniversaries.
Grace Kelly.
Grace Kelly, Princess Grace of Monaco eventually, but originally a very famous American actress, of course.
You got it. Big show. Tim Blake Nelson, actor. Also Sarah Brightman and Sir Lenny Henry later.
I wanna sit underneath 1,000 skies,
Wanna see the world through different eyes. Find a place where I could find me better. You say that you just wanna be close to me, that this is some kind of crazy destiny, that you and I were always meant to be together. Just walk away, it's not too late. It's better if you never really know. Sooner or later we will crash into the ground. Sooner or later I'm alone and let you down. Don't give your heart to me, I'll only break it. Oh, before we light another spark. Oh, before we tear ourselves apart. Let's just end before we start. I wanna try just a little of everything. I wanna live so my heart can learn to sing. Just let me be so I can get to know me better. So walk away, it's not too late. It's better that you never really know. Sooner or later we will crash into the ground. Sooner or later I will only let you down. Don't give your heart to me, I'll only break it. Oh, before we light another spark. Oh, before we tear ourselves apart. Let's just end before we
Your shoes are by the door. Two bodies lying on the floor, saying goodnight, agree not to tell. Breathing fire, it's best not to tell. Well, the child must lead the man when the man chooses not to understand. Well, let's get to rockin' until your body's calm, like it's the worst thing that you've ever done. But the only thing I know, you're the only thing I know. You're the only thing I know, man. You're gonna have to carry yourself. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Oh, carry yourself again. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Oh, carry yourself, my friend. What things they go up until they peak, and then descend, of which we rarely speak, and then descend, of which we rarely know. I see two bodies in that afterglow, but the only thing I know, you're the only thing, you're the only thing I know, man. You're gonna have to carry yourself. Come back and get right. Come back and get real. Come back and get right. All that you feel. Come back and get right. Come back and get real. Oh, baby, carry yourself. You gotta carry yourself. I seen the moment way on your face, collapsing words of pleasure and play. What to protect you, what to conceal, what to project you, what to reveal. And you say that you ain't doing it again, but here you why you're doing it again. And it's hard to know what anything's worth when it's the worst thing, but it doesn't hurt. Come back and get right. Come back and get real. Come back and get right. All that you feel.
Carry yourself, it's Razorlight. Oh, looks like we've got the news coming up then. After the captain's done the news, that's Adam Porter. The oldies chosen by Karen Jardine, Port Talbot.
BBC News at 3 o'clock. This is Adam Porter. 2 men and a woman have been convicted of belonging to a neo-Nazi group that was banned in 2016. Among the evidence shown to the jurors at Birmingham Crown Court was a pastry cutter in the shape of a swastika. Daniel Sanford reports.
2 of those found guilty today were a couple from Banbury in Oxfordshire, Adam Thomas and Claudia Patatas, who had posed for pictures with a Nazi flag and their baby son, who they'd given the middle name Adolf as a tribute to Adolf Hitler. They'd been part of the Midlands chapter of National Action, which had gone underground after the group was banned, having celebrated the murder of the Labour MP Joe Cox. The Midlands group had accumulated weapons like machetes and crossbows in preparation for the race war they believed was coming, and exchanged messages about killing MPs.
Health officials have warned of the dangers of petting animals abroad after a British person died of rabies caught from a cat in Morocco. It's understood the tourist was bitten a few weeks ago. A senior police officer has suggested lowering the threshold of suspicion for stopping and searching a suspect. The person in charge of policy for the National Police Chiefs Council, Adrian Hanstock, who was speaking in a personal capacity, said the current rules were too restrictive, but he said officers would still need to use the power responsibly.
If we trigger better use and more effective use of Section 60 where no reasonable grounds are needed, we will see an increase. But I'm not in any way advocating that we reduce the responsibility on officers and senior leaders to be accountable and acutely conscious of why they are using those powers.
2 brothers have been remanded in custody over a car crash on Friday night during a police chase in which 4 people died. Elliot Bauer, who's 18, is alleged to have been driving a VW Golf which hit a people carrier in Sheffield. His 23-year-old brother Declan is charged with offences including aggravated vehicle taking. More than 200 people remain missing in Northern California following one of the deadliest wildfires in the state's history. At least 29 people are known to have died in the town of Paradise, which has been completely destroyed. Erica Bain is the spokesperson for CAL FIRE, one of the agencies trying to bring the fire under control. She says some of those unaccounted for may be alive and well.
There are also 1,385 people that are sheltered right now in some of our evacuation centers. And in some cases, that could be people just not being able to reach each other because people left the area so quickly. In some cases, they didn't have time to get their cell phones. They didn't have time to get the things that they may typically need or want to get a hold of people.
A 69-year-old Dutchman has begun a legal bid to change his age to 49. Emil Rattleband says he's being discriminated against and older people should have the right to change their age if they feel younger. If successful, he'll renounce his right to a state pension until he reaches retirement age again. BBC News at 3 minutes past 3, our next at 4.
Thank you.
Live till 5, Steve Wright in the afternoon.
The oldies, chosen by Karen Jardine in Port Talbot.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. 88
non-stop oldies brought to you daily by Steve Wright in the afternoon.
As the night moves in, love takes on new meaning. If you were here, you would know what I mean to say. But circumstance leaves me only waiting for the chance. I only want to love you more, more. Can't you understand it? Girl, you know how much I care. It's not the way I planned it. No. If you could only know my feelings, you would know how much I do believe. If you were here tonight, by my side, if you were with me now, when the lights go out, I cannot pretend. This bed's too big, oh, for me to be in alone, all alone. Can't you understand it? Girl, you know how much I care. It's not the way
money so far? Yes, we are. Shalimar, and there it is. There it is. There it is, the great sound of Shalimar. It's 11 after 3. And these oldies chosen by Karen Jardine in Port Talbot. And we'll get to your email in just a second. Call in the gang now. Get down on it on the non-stop oldies.
What you gonna do? You wanna get down? Tell me. Oh, what you gonna do? Do you wanna get down? Oh, what you gonna do? You wanna get down? Oh, what you gonna do? You wanna get down? Tell me. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Tell me, how you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. 'Cause I heard all the people saying, get down on it. Come on and get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. Baby, baby. Get down on it. Get on it. Get down on it. I say people, what you gonna do? You gotta get on the groove if you want your body to move. Tell me, baby, how you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Tell me, how you gonna do it if you really won't take a chance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. 'Cause I heard all the people saying, get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. When you're dancing, get down on it. 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 Come on and get down on it. Baby, baby. Get down on it. Get on it. Get down on it. Sha-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Oh, what you gonna do? Do you wanna get down? Oh, what you gonna do? Get your back up off the wall. Dance, come on. Get your back up off the wall. Dance, come on. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it. Get down on it. Get down on it.
Get down on it. Yeah, come on the gang. I love it, I love it, I love it. Karen Jardine then. Hello, Karen in Port Talbot. Steve, I used to listen to your show every day in a job that I had a while back. That was until the company stopped us listening to the radio during work hours. I'm now thankfully in a new job where we are allowed to have the radio on, but it's normally first come, first served as to which station we listen to. So I always rush to put on Radio 2. Thank you, Karen. We love you. Many of my oldies choices are records I've discovered whilst listening to your show, and my workmates will have no choice but to listen to them today. Hello, workmates. We love you. Thank you, Karen. Sending off a badge. Here's another. It's Mike and the Mechanics, Silent Running.
crowded malls I used to go. Upon a summer wind, there's a certain melody takes me back to the place that I know. On the beach, yeah. Down on the beach, yeah. The secrets of the summer I will keep. The sands of time will blow away mystery. No one but you and I, underneath that moonlit sky. Take me back to the place that I know. On the beach, yeah, yeah. Oh, down on the beach, yeah, down on the beach, on the beach, yeah, yeah. On the forever in my dreams, my heart will be hanging on to this sweet memory. A day of strange desire and a night that burned like fire. Take me back to the place that I know. On the beach, yeah, yeah. Oh, down on the beach, yeah, down on the beach, on the beach.
Good afternoon, these are the non-stop oldies.
A new way of listening. BBC Sounds. With music mixes. Radio.
Good morning, music lover. How you diddling?
That is my weekly piece of art, I'd say.
Let the funk move your inner soul.
And podcasts.
You are going to send us your everyday mysteries.
And we are going to investigate them.
Welcome to my series, Mae Martin's Guide to 21st Century Sexuality.
All in one place. BBC Sounds. Music, radio, podcasts. Download the free app now to listen without limits.
down to you now. You wanna be free. Well, I hope you know which way to go. You're on your own again. Don't come crying to me when you're the lonely one. Remember what you've done. Oh, it's so funny how we don't talk anymore. It's so funny why we don't talk anymore. But I ain't losing sleep. I ain't counting sheep. No, no, no. It's so funny how we don't talk anymore.
That's Cliff Richard. We don't talk anymore. On the non-stop oldies. Keris Matthews Blues Show tonight on Radio 2 at 8. Keris presents an hour of the best in blues music from around the world. Jules Holland at 9. Rising country star Charlie Worsham with Jules in the studio, along with Spanish keyboard maestro Julian Mayeso. They'll both be playing with Jules and the band. Sarah Cox, of course, at 10.
Who's that girl? Language of love slips from my lover's tongue, cooler than ice cream and warmer than the sun. Dumb hearts get broken just like china cups. The language of love has left me broken on the rock. But there's just one thing, just one thing. But there's just one thing, and I really wanna know who's that girl running around with you. Tell me who's that girl running around with you. Tell me who's that girl running around with you. Tell me who's that girl. The language of love has left me stony gray, tongue-tied and twisted at the price I've had to pay. Your careless notions have silenced these emotions. Look at all the foolishness your lover's talk is now. Who's that girl running around with you? Tell me who's that girl running around with you? Tell me who's that girl.
So nice to hear that song again. I love it. Steve, can you give my husband a shout out and keep us entertained as we're driving home to Plymouth after a weekend in Liverpool to watch the football? We should get home just as your show finishes, hopefully. Many thanks from Nikki. Thank you, Nikki. This says, Steve, can you say congratulations to my son James for passing his driving test today? Andy from Doncaster, great show as always. And Righty, can we have a shout out, please? Driving from Newcastle to Disneyland Paris, and we're less than halfway there. That's from Michelle and Paul and 2 kids, Caitlin and Kobe. You got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States of America.
Very good, great guy. Hi, this is Trump. A truckload of prunes have been stolen. Police say the thieves are still on the run. That's it, Drongo. Trump out. Thanks, Tim. Great guy.
BBC Radio 2 in concert. Intimate performances from some of the biggest names in music.
It's live music.
And on Thursday, I introduce...
On Radio 2.
Hi, George and Country Club.
Thank you. When you come to work, you shouldn't really have as much fun, but we do.
The energy of the people is incredible. I'm just really into it. And just the intimacy of the venue is fantastic.
BBC Radio 2 in concert with Boy George and Culture Club.
It's the small rooms that always get you, but then those are always the best gigs. But you get magic as well, I think.
Watch on BBC iPlayer or listen on BBC Sounds.
It's really good as well. In the news, ministers have told Judgment Day is coming over Brexit as the UK and EU strive for a deal within 48 hours. Officials are trying to hammer out an agreement to the terms of the UK's exit by Wednesday to enable EU leaders to agree it by the end of the month. The death toll in wildfires sweeping California has risen to 31, with more than 200 people still missing. 6 more people were confirmed killed in the Camp Fire in the north of the state, taking the toll there to 29. In the south, the Wolsey fire has claimed 2 lives as it damaged beach resorts, including Malibu. Demonstrators have blockaded the UK Energy Department in London over what they call the climate change crisis. They blocked entry to the offices by lying chained together on the pavement. And the weather itself, rain or showers for many places. The best of any sunshine in the southeast of England. It's going to be dark, of course, in about 45 minutes' time. High temperature 13 in Brighton, overnight low 6 in Pitlochry. Here's Bobby.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, the latest on the A1 northbound. Now, they were holding the traffic between junction 65, which is the Birtley turn, and the Bowes incline for the Angel of the North. There's still 2 lanes shut, but traffic can squeeze by, so just be aware it is open, but with restrictions. The M1 heading southbound 35 for Thorpe Hesley down to 34 at Meadowhall. Now there's an accident there and 2 lanes are shut. To the M6 on the southbound side, 3A to 3 down to Nuneaton in the breakdown. In the roadworks, there was a breakdown. It's cleared now. It's still slow. A14. Now, first of all, the A14 eastbound, just past Kelmarsh at junction 2 to Kettering, and getting reports of congestion. Now, you're a little bit ahead of me. I can't find a reason for it. So if you know, I'll give you the travel line number in just a moment. But there is congestion. It's queuing for a couple of miles. It looks like traffic can move past the obstruction, whatever it is. The A14 at the other end, eastbound, 32 for Histon and 33 for Milton interchange. We've got the earlier accident. Now, they've still got 1 lane blocked to deal with that. It's been really heavy through that stretch, and coming off the M11 has been really tricky. Stitch, thanks for your updates on that, but it looks like that is getting better. The M1 southbound 15 to 14, 1 lane shut with an accident towards Milton Keynes. Northbound M1, 2 lanes are closed at junction 14. Separate accident, there's a fuel spillage there following the accident towards Milton Keynes on the northbound side. A12 southbound at Romford, the Eastern Avenue is blocked completely at Pettit's Lane, just near the fuel station. There's an accident there. The M3 northbound 10 to 9, accident just up towards Winchester North, 1 lane is shut. To the M4 at Bristol, eastbound 20 to 19, so that's from the M5 to the M32. 2 lanes are closed on that stretch, and that's because of an accident. And the A30 in Devon, westbound at Exeter, the A30, there's an accident just near to the Alphington junction, which is the A377, towards the A30 at Fingal Glen. The good news is you can get past it, but 1 lane is shut. And finally to the M27 eastbound, that accident between 3 and 4 still there. There are many vehicles stuck between Southampton Docks and the M3 interchange, so that's causing big queues. Thanks for your updates. Another one for you in 25 minutes.
Thank you. Moments from now, the delightfully eccentric Sarah Brightman.
Hi, this is Del Boy from Only Fools and Horses. Look out, Trig. I think we're on a winner here. Hang on. I've fallen through the bar. Come on, Rodney, let's take a look at those chandeliers.
Let me tell you how it happened. I wasn't looking for someone that night. No, I was never a believer, but you could fall in love at the first sight. But all of a sudden we loved
Could've swore I saw someone like you. 1,000 people at the station, and the second you slipped out of view, then all of a sudden I loved and got lost in the moment. All of a sudden she's gone in the blink of an eye. I never was looking. I'll be looking for the rest of my life. We took a Polaroid, you signed your name upon it. I put it in my wallet, hoping I'd see your face again. We took a Polaroid, captured the look in your eyes. It's only a matter of time before it starts fading. We were dancing without moving. All my friends are leaving me behind. I didn't wanna catch a feeling.
Steve, can you congratulate my son James for passing his driving test today? Yeah, well done, James. Andy from Doncaster, great show as always, thank you. Steve, can we have a shout out, please? Driving from Newcastle to Disneyland Paris. Oh, yes, we did you earlier on, didn't we? You got your Michelle and Paul, is that right? And two kids, Caitlin and Kobe. Yeah, we did you already. What did you send it again for? Feeling a bit down today. Any chance of an uplifting song? Yes! Enjoy listening every day. Sue in Suffolk. Steve on the M6 on way to Blackpool from Southampton for a few days. That's Sue and Martin Wheeler. This says, hi from Sophia and Sammy over here from Cyprus, heading up from London to Hartlepool to see the family.
He told great stories of the Lord and said he was the Savior of us all. He told great stories of the Lord and said he was the Savior of us all. And said he was the Savior of us all. For this we killed him, nailed him up high. He rose again as if to ask us why. Then he ascended into the sky, as if to say, God alone you saw. As if to say, God alone we fly. God is deep and the mountain so high. If you wanna see God, you gotta move on the other side. You stand up there with your head in the clouds. Don't try to fly, you know you might not come down.
Sarah Brightman is here.
Thank you.
We love seeing you, and I love your stuff. That thing we've just played there is just my kind of thing to relax. I don't know what category I'm putting you in. Are you new age? Are you opera? What are you, Sarah? And first of all, how are you? One moment. How are you?
Steve, and me is really happy to see you again. It's been a while.
And Tim, of course.
Tim, of course. Lovely Tim.
So, what's the answer to that question?
I haven't a clue.
What, you don't know what your genre is?
No idea what my genre is, because probably that's how I listen to music. I don't think in terms of genres. I just listen to stuff, and if I enjoy it, I do, and if I don't, I turn it off.
Every time we see you, I say that you're one of those stars that can appear in every country. You travel around the world with your music and with your people.
And my little rucksack.
Your little rucksack, yeah. Trying to hitch a lift on the way.
Yeah.
Did you ever think that you would get yourself into that position when you were in Hot Gossip?
Well, the thing is, through my life, I've generally got myself into some sort of trouble somewhere along the line. Hot Gossip was the beginning of it, to tell you the truth. But I had no idea what my career was going to be like. It's actually been a delight because it's been all these surprises along the way, and it's gorgeous. And you know, that's a wonderful thing. If you can open up a career, if you work really hard when you're young and do all of these things, you open up all sorts of possibilities for yourself.
You are, and I mean this absolutely lovingly, quite new age, aren't you?
I have to say, when I go and start with all the themes for my albums and the thoughts, because I'm not a writer of music, I get involved with some lyrics if they need some of my input, but I'm an interpreter of music.
Yeah.
But I do tend to choose pieces which kind of have meanings and give out all of these textures and feelings and all of that kind of thing. So that sort of probably does. And
there's a beauty in a lot of this as well. I mean, it's wonderful to listen to. Something like Sky and Sand, that's just uplifting, isn't it?
It's a great piece. And actually, originally, it was done by a very well-known DJ in the continent and was a big hit in a kind of different way. But the message is always the same. I just did it in my way.
Well, some of your stuff is remixed, isn't it, by whoever? And it's out there in the dance clubs, isn't it?
It always is. And I always seem to have a piece running alongside the original piece in the dance charts of that. But right from the days of Starship Trooper, although it was called disco then, it's kind of like followed through. It's
there's
nice.
a kind of lineage, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
Now, we've got dates for the UK leg of Sarah's tour announced in the new year, but you're supporting this new album with a massive world tour. Him, which we've played, the world tour is also called Him, Sarah Brightman in concert, starts in Sao Paulo in Brazil on the 24th, with days scheduled across South America and North America through until the middle of March 2019. I just said to Sarah, I was in Atlanta and I just saw her name up at the theatre, and I said, you're appearing there? And she said, am I?
I know. Do you know what? The thought of all those dates through all those continents, you think, if you know too much before, you won't go. So I tend to take it day by day.
Well, you are playing 5 continents, to be fair.
I know.
And 125 shows around the world.
But I did do the 8 show a week in the theatre for years.
Oh, yeah.
And so you sort of know how to pace it, how to do it. So I always remind myself of that. Don't get scared. This is going to be fine.
Star of musical theatre and the world's best-selling soprano. Are you a highly disciplined person?
when I have to be. I mean, I have to say the spaces in between, which is my recreational time, if you want to call it that. I have all these plans and I don't do any of them.
What do you do for downtime then? How do you relax?
I lie around and I play with my beautiful little Dachshunds. I've got 2 Dachshunds.
Have you?
Yes,
Oh,
called
so-
Georgie and Leo. They're miniatures. They're beautiful. I've had them for years.
Oh, Rick, shall we look after them while you're on tour?
Oh, I'd love it.
Yeah.
Amazing little characters. And actually, when I'm away, they live with my brother and his 2 Scotty dogs.
Yeah.
And there's a parrot. And there's tortoises, and there are creatures in our house.
Wow, sounds like he runs a zoo.
We have a mini zoo.
I bet they're happy as anything, aren't they?
Oh, they love it, yes.
Charge admission. The album is fantastic, by the way. Just tell us, for people obviously that haven't heard the album yet, tell us what's on the album.
There's a complete mixture of things. The whole idea of this album sort of came out of when I came out of the whole space training that I was doing in Russia, and I decided not to go. I came out and I needed to get singing again, become me again.
Yeah.
And I found a house that I rented on the beach and invited an opera coach friend of mine if he'd come and teach me. And he went, yeah, I'd love to be on the beach for that time. So we did that. And my producer, Frank Peterson, sort of called me. He said, you've obviously gone through a journey, been enlightened, whatever. But he said, it's time to go back to work. Got to do some recording. Your voice is back in shape. And I said to him, I'd really like to work with lots of human beings. I want to be happy, bright. I want to do songs full of hope and things that are familiar, maybe a little something that I may have sung in my church, something. I said, but I need to work with the choirs. And we found all this stuff. It's quite eclectic on the album, but it does go from a Barclay James Harvest piece, hymn, which I'd known since I was younger, to, as you were saying, Sky and Sand.
And I'm noticing Time to Say Goodbye is on there.
Now, the thing about why everyone says, well, why did you do it? Everybody hears the song all the time.
Because you had the choir there?
The choir, of course, is important, but the song itself talks about something very, very intimate. It's almost like an inside thought, but everybody thinks it's the grand thing because, of course, the hit I had was with Andrea Bocelli, and we're singing it out very grandly in that opera style. So I thought it would be a really nice way to do it very intimately, just with piano. And I wrote the lyrics, sort of taken from the translation from the Italian, but it was nice to do it in my own language.
Okay, well, as we go now, we'll play Time to Say Goodbye. And we'll tell you that the new album by Sarah Brightman here, is out now, and you'll be able to see Sarah on the UK leg of her world tour next year, and maybe, if you're listening, in any of 150 countries.
Atlanta especially. Yeah. You're going to Atlanta, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, you're going to be there. You might see her before then. It's Sarah Brightman, everybody. Thank you very much, Sarah.
Thank you so much. It was great, as usual.
So
There goes Sarah. She's a delight, isn't she? Ever so slightly eccentric, but then who isn't? Time to say goodbye, Sarah Brightman. All right, we've got 9 minutes to 4. Sarah Cox is joined by illustrator Helen Oxenbury and Hannah Beckerman, talking about the top book recommendations, and Jeff Lloyd sitting in for OJ Borge at midnight. Yes, that is yes. Owner of a lonely heart.
This is Mr. Bennett. You can email the big show, steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. You might like to text 88291 or tweet him at BBC Radio 2. Very modern.
Can you wish my husband Steve Bowron a very happy wedding anniversary? He's a very special person and I love him loads. Lots of love from Anne Bowron, Barnard Castle. Oh my goodness, look, it's 5 to 4. BBC Radio 2. And here's Bobby.
Steve, thank you. First of all, A1 northbound up towards Birtley, junction 65 and the A167, the Bowes Incline, the Angel of the North. We've still got this accident, still 2 lanes shut. You have to squeeze past it and there's a big long queue behind it. M1 heading south, 35 to 34, down to Meadowhall. The accident there has been cleared. All lanes are open, still big queues. Northbound M1, 34 to 35, there's also a breakdown. So on the other side, there's 1 lane shut now. M62 westbound, first of all, between 30 and 29 towards Lofthouse, got a broken down lorry. 1 lane is closed at the other end, but also westbound between 12 and 11. So the M60 to Birchwood, there's a breakdown in the roadworks just being recovered. So 1 lane still closed at the moment. M6 heading south, junction 8 for the M5. There's an accident on that exit Slit Road. And to the M1 northbound, 14 at Milton Keynes, the accident's still there, still 2 lanes shut. To the A3 heading north at junction 1 for Clanfield, we've got an accident there and 1 lane is shut. And the M4 at Bristol eastbound between 20 and 19 towards the M32, we've got 2 lanes closed while they recover the accident there. And finally, A30 at Exeter, an accident between the A377 and Fingal Glen. So towards the A30, 1 lane is shut. Back with another one, half an hour.
Sorry, the bin fell over.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Sometimes I feel I'm gonna break down and cry. Nowhere to go, nothing to do with my time. I get lonely, so lonely, living on my own.
Sometimes I feel I'm gonna break down and cry. Nowhere to go, nothing to do with my time. I get lonely, so lonely, living on my own. Sometimes I feel I'm always walking too fast, and everything is coming down on me, I go crazy, oh so crazy, living on my own. I don't have no time for no monkey business. I get so lonely, yeah. Got to be some good times ahead. Sometimes I feel nobody gives me no warning. Find my head is always up in the clouds in a dream world. It's not easy living on my own, my own, my own. I don't have no time for no monkey business. I get so lonely, yeah. Got to be some good times ahead. I don't have no time for no monkey business. I get so lonely, yeah. Got to be some good times ahead.
Went to see the Queen movie again this last weekend. It really is brilliant. There's Freddie, living on my own. And this is Steve Wright in the afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. In the showbiz cuts, we've got Armie Hammer and Justin Theroux. Guests are Lenny Henry, Tim Blake Nelson. There's Tim. There's Bobby, there's Shabnam, there's Adam. News of children in need in the next hour. Also social media factoids and much more on The Big Show. And this is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on digital radio and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Adam Porter. 3 people, including a couple who named their baby after Hitler, have been found guilty of belonging to a banned neo-Nazi group. A total of 10 people have now been convicted of being members of National Action. 8 of them have been linked to a cell in the Midlands, including a serving soldier. Jackie Fletcher is from the Army's personnel branch.
These individuals were weeded out. There was a joint operation between us and the police. If there are such serious breaches of values and standards, then the Army will take the most serious action against these individuals.
And what does that involve?
Well, that ranges, but it can result in their service being terminated.
Health officials have warned of the dangers of petting animals abroad after a British person died of rabies caught from a cat in Morocco. It's understood the tourist was bitten a few weeks ago. A senior police officer has said the rules on stop and search in England and Wales are too restrictive. Adrian Hanstock, who's the National Police Chiefs Council lead on the issue, has proposed allowing officers to act if they're concerned someone poses a risk. Damalola Taylor was just 10 when he was killed with a shard of glass in the year 2000 in South London. His father Richard thinks officers should stop and search as much as possible.
I even ask at some points, during my walkabouts on the street, I do flag down the police that they should go and stop and search those kids on the street. I do that, so it's a welcome idea that it should be. Because things have gone out of control in this city of London. Young people are taking laws into their hands.
2 brothers, Elliot and Declan Bauer, have been remanded in custody after being charged with offences relating to the deaths of 4 people in a crash during a police chase in Sheffield. A 1-year-old boy was among the dead. The Vice-Chairman of the European Research Group of Conservative MPs has warned Cabinet members that Judgment Day is coming if they back Theresa May's Chequers plan. Mark Francois denied threatening ministers. The Conservative MP and Remainer, Dr Philip Lee, said politicians must be honest with themselves.
And ultimately they need to ask themselves, examine their own consciences, look in the mirror and say, am I going to be complicit in delivering something that is consistent with what the public wanted and indeed consistent with what the public was sold in 2016?
Police investigating the disappearance of the estate agent Susie Lamplough in 1986 say a search of a house in Sutton Coldfield has uncovered no new evidence. The 25-year-old was last seen leaving her West London offices. The former Liberal Democrat peer Lord Leicester is facing the longest suspension in modern parliamentary history after an investigation concluded he'd sexually harassed a woman. Lord Leicester, who's 82, has rejected the findings. The Canadian actor Douglas Rain, who was the voice of the mutinous computer HAL in Stanley Kubrick's film 2001 A Space Odyssey, has died. He was 90. BBC News at 3 minutes past 4. Our next at 5.
BBC.
Thank you. Sport now with Shabnam Yunus Jewel.
Thank you, Steve. The Football Association has asked Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola to explain comments he made about the referee before yesterday's derby with Manchester United. Premier League bosses are not allowed to speak about match officials before games. It looks like former Manchester City midfielder Samir Nasri is returning to the Premier League. The French player is having a medical at West Ham before a proposed move to the London club. He can start training again this month after an 18-month doping ban. It's understood Real Madrid are set to appoint Santiago Solari as their permanent manager, but the club haven't yet confirmed it. He's been in caretaker charge since the sacking of former Spain boss Julen Lopetegui. Well, number 1, Novak Djokovic begins his ATP Tour Finals campaign tonight in London against John Isner. At the moment, Alexander Zverev has taken the first set against Marin Cilic in their opening group match. And in rugby union, Scotland have called up Newcastle flanker Gary Graham for their final autumn tests. That's despite the fact that Graham was picked for England's 2018 Six Nations training camp.
Thank you.
The Big Show. Big Show.
The Big Show with Steve.
There's a reason for the sunshine sky, and there's a reason why I'm feeling so high. Must be the season when that love light shines. shines all around us. So let that feeling grab you deep inside and send you reeling where your love can't hide, and then go stealing through the moonlit nights with your lover. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Let your love fly like a bird on the wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. That's the reason. There's a reason for the warm, sweet nights, and there's a reason for the candlelights. Must be the season when those love lights shine all around us. So let that wonder take you into space and lay you under its loving embrace. Just feel the thunder as it warms your face. You can't hold back. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Let your love fly like a bird on the wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. That's the reason. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season.
Now, looking at some social media and some showbiz, hashtag Toy Story 4 is trending on Twitter following the release of a new trailer for it. Scott tweets, Disney drops a hashtag Toy Story 4 teaser, and now I am shook. Frederick tweets, wow, I can't wait. Hashtag Toy Story 4. And Haddis Brown tweets, my Monday just got a little brighter. Anti-Bullying Week is trending on Google. And Kim Kardashian West has dedicated an award to the emergency services dealing with the wildfires and a mass shooting in California. She got the award for Best Reality TV Series at the E! People's Choice Awards and dedicated to them, saying, we truly appreciate what you've done for all of us. And it was the world premiere of a new film about the life of American Supreme Court Justice. Oh, let me just... I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to play a tune and then find these cuts. One moment.
You ask them what they expect from you. Why don't you tell them what you are gonna do? You'll get so lonely. Maybe it's better that way. It ain't you only. You got something to say. Do anything you wanna do.
It's all right, I found them. Stay there.
Do anything you wanna do. Don't need no politician. Tell me things I shouldn't be. Neither no optician. Tell me what I ought to see. No one tells you nothing, even when you know they know. But they
computer. All I want to do is play them. As I was saying, it was the world premiere of a new film about the life of the American Supreme Court Justice. It's about Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and the stars include Armie Hammer, who says the film has a very important message.
I think that what we can learn is our history and where we've come, how far the gender equality movement has come since the 50s, and also we get a sense of perspective for where we are now and also what we have left to do.
Now, Felicity Jones has the lead role and says that Justice Ginsburg played an important role in the fight against gender discrimination and blazed a trail for equality.
She's a genius. There's an absolute quickness, and what I noticed was how careful she is about how she speaks and what she says, because she knows that the value of words have absolute importance.
And it also stars Justin Theroux, and here's his tribute to her.
You know, inspirational. I mean, she's the same thing, I think, to women and men, hopefully. I mean, all our Supreme Court justices, you know, are treasured, but for me, she's a particularly treasured one.
Radio 2, it's 4:12.
BBC Children in Need on Radio 2.
I'm Lewis. I am 16 years old. Yeah, I live in Bangor in Northern Ireland. Grew up there my entire life, and I've been a member of Bangor Castle Disability Football Club for 7 years. Whenever I started actually going to the club, I wasn't really that interested in football. I didn't like it. I wasn't really keen on sports. But I viewed it as an opportunity to meet new people. I viewed it as an opportunity to build an interest. And I believe that over the last 7 years that I've been at the club, I've developed a lot of friends. I've developed social skills, team building skills that'll help me in the future, and also just an interest in football. It's known as sort of a hidden disability in a way, because generally if I hadn't told somebody, they wouldn't know that I have Asperger's syndrome. Basically, it sort of impacts, you know, the way I think sometimes. It impacts my general life. It means that I find it hard to do some things that are generally normal occurrences for other people. One characteristic in particular of Asperger's syndrome is gross motor skills, and for as long as I've been able to write, held my pen in a different way to other people, for example. Well, it sort of impacts me in a way that it's there and it'll be there for the rest of my life, but you know, I feel that I can behave more normally nowadays.
My name's Drew Caskey. I'm one of the senior coaches at Bangor Castle Disability Football. I've only actually joined the club recently. I have to say, coming from mainstream football into disability football, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It has been a great experience for me as a developing my coaching skills, and certainly going forward I hope to continue and progress as a coach and help the kids involved in the club as much as possible. You have such a range of children that we would be trying to attract to the club, and some children in particular would certainly in the first period of time during the club might require an awful lot of 1v1 attention, so that requires that you have a lot of coaches on site to help with that and give the children the support and the confidence that they need to go forward and continue with the club. Well, I think first and foremost the fact that Lewis has come along here and has the confidence to come and to do this interview really shows why we're running the football club and the benefits it can provide for young children. I think children in need support in a club is absolutely fantastic, and I'd like to thank everyone involved for that.
Your donation makes a difference. To donate £5, text the word radio to 70405. Or to donate £10, text the word radio to 70410. Text will cost your donation plus your standard network message charge. And 100% of your donation will go to BBC Children in Need. You must be 16 or over and ask the bill payer's permission. For full terms and conditions, visit bbc.co.uk/Pudsey.
Standing here in an empty room, I saw you there and my blood ran cold. Take me back to the long September, don't know how I ever let you go. I was young, didn't know about love, you were wild, couldn't get enough. Gave my heart to another lover, don't know how I ever let you go. Find me none other place and time, if only you were mine. But I'm already someone else's baby. myself be stronger. My heart's like a rubber band, and it's such a shame. You'll always be the one who got away. We both know that deep down you feel the same. Hard to say it's over, but I'm already someone else's.
Eso no es amor, baby. Ese es mejor. Quiero tu calor.
I'm already someone else's. Wish I met you at another place and time. If only you were mine. This love story ends for you and I, 'cause I'm already someone.
It's our old friend Clean Bandit again doing the business. It's called Baby. Clean Bandit. Marina and the Diamonds. Steve, Ian and Jen here from cloudy Gran Canaria. You're brightening up our afternoon. Well, I'm trying. Can you wish everyone from Small Shore Cottages and Spa good luck tonight at the Yorkshire White Rose Awards this evening from Nicola and Hugh. It's 4:19 and really time to light up now, I think.
Else's.
You'll be wanting to know, I think, about Buster Scruggs.
A song never fails to ease my mind out here in the West, where the distances are great and the scenery monotonous. Additionally, my pleasing baritone seems to inspirit old Dan here and keep me in good heart during the day's measure of hoof clops. Ain't that right, Dan? Maybe some of y'all have heard of me. Buster Scruggs.
Tim Blake Nelson, who's here, everybody. How are you, sir?
I'm great and all the better for being here with you.
Did you like that round of applause?
I did. It's warming the cockles.
I bet. Tim Blake Nelson is an actor, writer, and director whose film credits include The Incredible Hulk, Lincoln, and Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, which, of course, was written, produced, and directed by Joel and Ethan Coen. And Tim's here because he's starring in this latest Coen Brothers project, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. It's basically 6 Coen Brothers films for the price of one, and will be available on Netflix and in selected cinemas from this Friday. Now, you're in the first one, and you look slightly offended when I suggested to you off the air that he's kind of like a nerdy, goofy cowboy.
Well, you would think, though, of course, that because I'm playing him, he would be that.
No, I never said that.
Slender
Tim.
and foreshortened and somewhat eggheady.
No, I never said that.
I know, but it was in your visage.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
who is he?
He is a singing cowboy, right out of the vernacular of that genre of Western,
Yeah.
the singing cowboy Western of the 20s and 30s. He's dressed all in white. He has a 10-gallon hat. He twirls pistols and plays the guitar and sings, all while riding a horse. And then suddenly you realize that he has other precocities and abilities, and then the whole thing gets turned on its head.
And we should say this is the titular character. This is Buster Scruggs, isn't it?
Buster Scruggs. He seems to me to be a guy who, on the surface, is eager to please, but then perhaps
Don't cross him.
You've put that very well. He's very eager to please. He's solicitous, but he lives by a code, and you do not want to cross him.
There's a phrase I'm going to teach you now. He's a bit tasty. And tasty, well, I'll tell you off the air.
Well, you're going to have to tell him briefly what that means. He can look after himself when necessary.
Oh, I see. All right. I think that's accurate.
Tell us about his look, because he's got a pretty good look, Buster, isn't he?
And a great costume as
well.
It's the best costume I've ever worn. I'm
It's got
all in
tassels.
white with lots of tassels and leather tool work, 10-gallon hat. And in addition to that, I'm in pancake makeup, which was, for some reason, how they wanted to construe the Western hero back in the 20s when they were figuring out what this genre was.
Well, it's such a stark difference from the guy sitting about in the bar, isn't it? But I'm thinking that the guys are going to say, looky what we got here. And
He literally, and this is why it sets up the whole 6-vignette movie, he literally walks from one Western into another.
Yeah.
But he doesn't change, and therein lies the trouble.
Okay, so the other chapters, Tim, are Neil Algonis, starring James Franco, Meal Ticket, starring Liam Neeson, All Gold Canyon, starring Tom Waits, The Gal Who Got Rattled, starring Zoe Kazan, and The Immortal Remains, starring Tyne Daly and Brendan Gleeson.
We've seen a great clip as well of James Franco. We won't give it away, but there is some Coen Brothers humour in all of this, isn't there?
There is, quintessentially, yes.
What's it like working with them? Because you've worked with them before, haven't you?
They're incredibly friendly, generous, tender, warm people. I know that you probably aren't believing a word of that, having seen the films, but they really are. They're extraordinary people, and they're also extraordinary friends to me. We're very close.
What's the kind of atmosphere on the set like? Is it very, come on, we've got to get the work done, and let's make it funny?
They're incredibly meticulous and controlling in their work. Every frame of a Coen Brothers movie is almost like a cartoon cell. They're all gorgeously and carefully composed, and yet at the same time, for the actors, there's incredible freedom within that. They allow you to do whatever you want and however you want to do it without fear of reprisal.
So you can busk around within a set piece.
Exactly. That's a perfect way of putting it.
And you can improvise?
No improvisation. And you wouldn't want to, because the writing is so careful. And they always choose exactly the right word.
The film has been a long time in the making. Why was that?
They wrote the first vignette in 2002, and Joel literally knocked on my door and handed it to me, because we were neighbors at the time, and said, look, we're going to make an anthology movie. This is my Joel Coen imitation, by the way.
Brilliant.
And we're going to write the other 4 or 5 of these when we can. You're going to be this guy. And then it was 15 years.
15 years.
And then he called one day and said, we're making Buster Scruggs. And so I started prepping.
And what are you working on at the moment? I know you've got some stuff coming out quite soon.
I'm shooting Watchmen,
right,
which is based on the graphic novel. And then I have a play that I wrote about Socrates, which is going to be at the Public Theater next year. And so I go into rehearsals for that in February, just as a playwright. I'm not acting in it.
Okay. And you like to work and you like to do all those different things, right?
I do. I think that you just make yourself better in each pursuit by pursuing other pursuits.
And also, if they don't like you doing that, then you can do the other thing.
Yeah, it's good to be diversified.
Yeah. You can see Tim Blake Nelson in The Ballad of Buster Scruggs on Netflix and in selected cinemas from Friday. Tim Blake Nelson, everybody. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Pleasure to be here.
I miss you, pushing me close to the edge. I miss you. I wish I knew what I had when I left. I miss you. You set fire to my world, couldn't handle the heat. Now I'm sleeping alone and I'm starting to freeze. Baby, come bring me hell, let it rain over me. Baby, come back to me. You to rule my life, you to rule my life, you to rule my life, yeah. I want you to rule my nights, you to rule my nights, yeah. All of my nights, yeah. I want you to bring it all on. If you make it all wrong, that'll make it all right, yeah. I want you to rule my life, you to rule my life, you to rule my life. I want you to rule my life, you to rule my life, you to rule my life, yeah. I want you to rule my nights, you to rule my nights, yeah. All of my nights, yeah. I want you to bring it all on. If you make it all wrong, that'll make it all right, yeah. I want you to rule my life, you to rule my life, you to rule my life. I miss you more than I thought that I could. I miss you. I know you missing me too, like you should. I miss you. You set fire to my world, couldn't handle the heat. Now I'm sleeping alone and I'm starting to freeze. Baby, come bring me hell, let it rain over me. Baby, come back to me. Baby, come back to me. I want you to rule my life, you to rule my life, you to rule my life, yeah. I want you to rule my nights, you to rule my nights, yeah. All of my nights, yeah. I want you to bring it all on. If you make it all wrong, that'll make it all right, yeah. I want you to rule my life, you to rule my life, you to rule my life. I want you to rule my life, you to rule my life, you to rule my life, yeah. I want you to rule my nights, you to rule my nights, yeah. All of my nights, yeah. I want you to bring it all on. If you make it all wrong, that'll make it all right, yeah. I want you to rule my life, you to rule my life, you to rule my life. I miss you, I miss you. I wish you, I wish you will come back to me, come back to me, come back to me. I want you to rule
We love that guy. Tim Blake Nelson, fantastic. That was Zara Larsson, by the way.
Good people of Britain, the Bard.
Thank you very much, Timbo. An evil soul producing holy witnesses like a villain with a smiling cheek. A goodly apple, rotten at the heart. Whew, I wrote that little insult for the Merchant of Venice. He seemed very pleased with it. Here's another from me, your humble bard of Stratford. Thou art a most notable coward, an infinite and endless liar, an hourly promise breaker, the owner of not one good quality. You can put your own name on that one, if you know what I mean. Bill Shakespeare, over and out.
Thanks so much.
The Big Show. Big Show. The Big Show with Steve.
Hey, Steve, travelling back from Chester to Suffolk after celebrating our friend's 40th love, Kate and Elise. And this says, Steve, just travelling back to, I think it's Skelmanthorpe, Huddersfield, after spending the weekend at Lymington with former school friends, now celebrating birthdays, Diane and Steve. Amazing. OK, we love it. We're not sure about traffic. Let's find out.
Steve, thank you. First of all, Glasgow, the M8 on the eastbound side, 19 Anderston Cross to 17, which is Charing Cross. We've got a breakdown, so one lane is shut. The latest on the A1 up towards the Angel of the North. So between the junction 65, the A1M and the A167, we've got still one lane shut following that vehicle fire. So still queuing for about 3 miles. So it's slow, and then the closer you get to the incident, the slower it gets. M1 northbound, 34 to 35, up to Thorpe Paisley, we've still got a breakdown, so one lane is shut. M62 westbound at 30 to 29, still the broken down lorry towards the M62 Lofthouse interchange from Rothwell. Then on the other end westbound, we had a broken down vehicle between 12 and 11, which was the M60 to Birchwood. They've moved it, but there's a 6 mile queue that's stuck behind that, so it's going to take some time to dissipate. M6 on the southbound side at junction 8 for the M5. On the exit Slit Road, there's still an accident, so take care as you go down there. You can get past it though. And to the M1 northbound, 14 for Milton Keynes. Still 2 lanes closed following the earlier accident. The A12 southbound at Romford. The Eastern Avenue is still blocked southbound. That's been blocked for about 40 minutes now. Accidents at Pettit's Lane, just near to the fuel station. And the M25 anti-clockwise, 29 for Romford. We've got a breakdown on the exit Slit Road, so it's slow on the main carriageway. A3M northbound, we've got at junction 1 for Clanfield. There's an accident, or there was an accident. It's now on the hard shoulder. All lanes are open, but you still got slow-moving traffic. The M4 at Bristol, all lanes open, 20 to 19 towards the M32 following the earlier bump. And the latest on the M27 heading east. We've got the earlier accident being recovered between 3 and 4. Still a lane closed past Southampton Docks with big queues. Back with another one for you in 25 minutes.
Thank you, the Bobster.
Hi, it's Steve Wright in the afternoon on the BBC.
If you need the time, it's 28 minutes to 5. We're talking to Lenny Henry soon. Yeah. Joe and Simon got guitarist Johnny Marr with Joe and Simon for a very special live session, including a performance of his new single. That's Johnny Marr's new single, with a special Back to Where It Began track too. Plus, Robbie Williams phones in.
My heart is in Havana. There's something about his man.
amazing.
Oi, righty, it's Jeremy Vine.
Thanks, Timmy. Well, a flat screen television, Tim, for just $2.99, and a double deep bucket with tall mop for $29.99.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. Ooh, hang on. Sorry, Steve. It's just Jeremy Vine here. I thought I was making a commercial.
Got any spirit levels?
Here's the legals. Your home is at risk if you do not keep up repayments. The price of televisions will go up as well as down.
Oh, how about a round of applause? Yeah, standing ovation. Ooh, oh, yeah, yeah. You look so dumb right now, standing outside my house, trying to apologize. You're so ugly when you cry. Please, just cut it out. And don't tell me you're sorry, 'cause you're not. And baby, when I know you're only sorry you got caught, but you put on quite a show, really had me going, but now it's time to go. Curtains finally closing, that was quite a show, very entertaining, but it's over now. But it's over now. Go on and take a bow. Grab your clothes and get gone. You better hurry up before the sprinklers come on. Talking about, girl, I love you, you're the one. This just looks like a rerun. Please, what else is on? And don't tell me you're sorry, 'cause you're not. Baby, when I know you're only sorry you got caught, but you put on quite a show, really had me going, but now it's time to go. Curtains finally closing, that was quite a show, very entertaining, but it's over now. Go on and take a bow. Oh, and the award for the best life goes to you, for making me believe that you could be faithful to me. Let's hear your speech out. How about a round of applause? A standing ovation, but you put on quite.
Lenny Henry's with us. Look.
Yeah, baby. Hello.
I noticed that you've still kept the weight off, so you were telling me that it's broccoli and working out a bit.
Broccoli and exercise. Most of the exercise is running away from the broccoli. It's just working out. You just got to do it. I completed my PhD. I had 6 months of revisions. That was very stressful. I reckon I wasn't eating properly during that, which is why I had a big weight loss recently.
Yeah.
But I'm back in the gym and eating properly and all that. So back on the road again.
Congratulations. What was the PhD in then?
I'm a doctor of philosophy now. So if you get hit by a car, I can come and tell you whether life is worth living or not.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, doctor. Out of my way, I'm a doctor of philosophy.
Let me through.
Do you want to live or not? What the hell is this? Is there a God? I don't know.
I'm just trying to think
She's
back.
a fine woman, whoever she is.
So when we started talking to you about studying, because I remember when you first, I want to get some further education. I know you went to Reading Uni.
Well, I did a BA in starting in 2000, and that took 6 years. And then I did an MA, so that was was 2 years, and then the PhD was 6.5 years, so it's a lot. I'm not going to do it with my girlfriend, just that's it now, isn't it? That really is the end of the studying now, because we need to have a life now.
Sir Lenny Henry, a comedian, actor, writer, presenter and campaigner, also done a fair amount of singing and made some music during his career. A couple of years back he released the Blues album, A New Millennium Blues.
That's right.
Yeah, and later this week you can see Lenny learning about another genre of music which is part of a new year-long BBC celebration of the greatest classical music moments in the UK over the last 100 years. Our Radio 3 colleague, Susie Klein, is presenting a 4-part series called Our Classical Century, and Len is co-hosting the first show. So let me just ask you, what's your favourite piece of classical music? If I ask you right now to sing it, would you...
I like that one.
I like...
what do you like?
I like Concerto de Aranjuez, but Rodrigo. But it's difficult, actually, to define classical music these days because some of it's kind of folky, some of it's even a little bit jazzy.
Well, somebody like Gustav Holst went out and about to try and find the epitome of British music, because it was very much Germanic.
Yeah.
And he chose folk songs and sort of scaled them up, as it were, to fit a big orchestra sound. I was recently in a room at Maida Vale with 100 musicians playing Gustav Holst's War and from the planets, and it was just the most... I think if every kid, when they're 6 years old, could be taken to a room where 100 people are all playing Gustav Holst's The Planets, it would change their mind forever.
It's extraordinary, isn't it?
Oh my gosh!
And it's moving in a way you don't expect it if you don't know anything about classical music.
Well, it's just this idea of everybody playing this thing, trying to achieve this amazing sound. And that's basically my experience of this program. If the idea is that this music is for all of us, which it is, this is a pretty good example of me, a young kid from Dudley, who finally gets to be in a room with an orchestra. And actually, the music that I kind of cleaved to when I was a kid, which was soul music, R&B, reggae and stuff, it hasn't diminished, but actually there's room for this music too. And I think that's the same for everybody.
Well, there is a school of thought that says that the classical music, particularly of this era that you're doing, 1918 to 1936, is the basis for the melodies that became some popular music. It's rooted in that.
But if you think about in the program that I do, there's a bit about Gershwin. And when Gershwin came over here, we were jazz crazy in this country. And he went to the Savoy and he performed there, and he wrote American in Paris. The music that he was writing was a mixture of all the music he'd been listening to in New York. It's got everything in it, and it was basically everything he'd been listening to that he just sort of opened his head and vomited onto the page. It's extraordinary.
In a kind of...
In a musical,
metaphorically
genius way. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's just have a little listen to a clip from the show, and then we'll come back with Len in just a moment.
I know this piece of music. It's Mars by Gustav Holst, and it's from The Planets. The reason I know it is because I went to a school called Bluecoat Secondary Modern, and we had a music teacher called Mr. Baxter. Fantastic bloke, incredibly handsome, had great hair and a bit of a twitch. He bought him this album on vinyl, and he put it on the record player, and he put it on the first track. And for about 7 minutes, the entire class was captivated, enthralled, and terrified. He scared the living juice out of us.
thought sooner or later the lights up above will come down in circles and guide me to love. But I don't know what's right for me, I cannot see straight. I've been here too long and I don't wanna wait for it. Fly like a cannonball straight to my soul. Tear me to pieces and make me feel whole. I'm willing to fight for it and carry this weight. But with every step I keep questioning what is true. Fall on me with open arms. Fall on me from where you are. Fall on me with all your light. With all your light. With all your light. Presto una luce ti illuminerà, seguila sempre, guidarti saprà. Tu non arrenderti, attento a non perderti, e il tuo passato avrà senso per te. Vorrei che credessi in te stesso, ma sì, in ogni passo che muoverai qui. È un viaggio infinito, sorriderò se nel tempo che fugge mi porti con te. Fall on me, ascoltami. Fall on me, abbracciami. Fall on me, finché vorrai, finché vorrai, finché vorrai. I close my eyes and I'm seeing you everywhere. I step outside, it's like I'm breathing you in the air. I can feel you're there. Fall on me, ascoltami. Fall on me, abbracciami. Fall on me with all your light, with all your light, with all your light.
Sir Lenny Henry is back with us. His show is called Our Classical Century, and we were just saying, I think that classical music has been in public consciousness, but then, of course, we had several bursts, didn't we? We had the tenors and then the crossover artists. I wonder what you think now. Is classical music in the culture now?
I think it is. I mean, there's classical radio. You got every single elevator you get into. Think about this. When you go to a movie, what's the thing that makes you go, dun, dun, dun? It's the soundtrack. And that's what I think everybody should have. It's like when I was here the other day talking about Shakespeare. It belongs to everybody. And we should dig it. It's not just a one-person thing.
Just thinking about your career the other day and how extraordinary it's been.
Thanks, Steve.
And you're funny and you're serious and you're a great actor. When you first got into comedy, when you first on New Faces, and I did watch the documentary the other week as well, what did you think that you might become?
There was no plan. I was 15 years old. I was drinking pop and eating sweets, you know. And so I had no plan. I hadn't sat down like a big military planner, a strategist, and gone, by the time I'm 17, I'm going to be doing this. My mates thought I was funny. I trusted them. I auditioned for a television show. I got on. I'm not sure I would have passed today because I was a kid who did impressions, and now it's a sort of commonplace thing, but back then it wasn't commonplace, so I won. And so I didn't start thinking about it until about 3 years in, because I got a bit scared. I thought, maybe I should have done some training or something, because I don't really know what I'm doing here. But what was brilliant was I was mentored by some fantastic people. Everybody wanted to advise me. So by the time I got to be 19, 20, I'd worked with Nicky Martin and Victoria Wood and Don McLean and Marta Kane, and they were always sitting me down and saying, now, what are you going to do? How are you going to do it? What kind of comedian do you want to be? I became who I became.
And what about doing all these new things that you've been doing in the last, say, 20, 30 years? Essentially the acting. Is it the same kind of fear and trepidation that you get when going out on stage?
There's very much a being chucked in the deep end thing with stuff that I do.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that is. I mean, with classical music, I'm not an expert. I'm just a punter who likes it and wants to communicate that to the audience at home. But with acting, I've always loved movies and I've always loved going to the theatre, so it's something I was really frightened of, which in 2009 I just said, I don't care, I'm just going to do it.
Had you wanted to do that for some time, though?
Yeah, but I was very, very frightened of it. And then once I got into rehearsals with Barry Rutter and Northern Broadsides, I realised that there was this familial thing going on and people wanted it to work, and I was very happy to be there. So once I started to be happy to be there, it all started to work.
Just very quickly, do you want to talk about the long song, or do you want to leave that until the beginning of next year to come back?
Well, the long song, who knows when that's going to be on. The long song, for everybody who's digging this conversation right now, is a book by Andrea Levy, who's fantastic. She wrote Small Island, and they've adapted the long song, which is another one of her books. And it's a story with an unreliable narrator, a young girl called July, who lives on a plantation in Jamaica. And it's around the time of the abolition of slavery, and it's this fantastic cusp of, are we free or are we not free? Do we uprise or do we stay where we are? Are we going to stay in this job or are we going to be free? What does it mean being free? And it's all about that. And it's fantastic. And I'm in it. I play Godfrey, the head slave.
Wow. You can see it's called Our Classical Century, presented by Sir Lenny Henry and Susie Klein on BBC 4 this Thursday evening at 9 p.m. Our friend Len, everybody. Lenny Henry. Thank you, Len. We'll see you next time. All right. Lenny Henry was here. Show Boys and Heart. Almost 5 to 5. Tomorrow, day 2 of the Children in Need auction with Chris, of course, tomorrow morning. Day 2. Let's have a look and see what's occurring in the news from the net. DigitalSpy.com says Jurassic World is getting a prequel film entirely made of Lego. Huffington Post, I know, .co.uk says, I'm a celebrity, get me out of here, stars. Touchdown in Australia ahead of the 2018 series launch. We mentioned it earlier, and Nick Knowles is the latest celeb to arrive, we are told. People.com, Michael Douglas says he never plans to retire. Oh, good. It is 5 to 5 now, and here is Bobby.
Steve, thank you. First of all, to the A1 northbound from 65 at Birtley through to the Angel of the North. All lanes finally open. Still big queues northbound, but it is moving. At the M62 on the westbound side, we've got a second breakdown between 12 and 11. So between the M60 and Birchwood, we've got another lane closed. Huge queues behind that still. Also, the M60 westbound 30 to 29 at Lofthouse. Still a broken down lorry. M1 heading north at 14 for Milton Keynes. Still a lane closed following that earlier accident with a queue back towards 11. A12 southbound at Romford. The Eastern Avenue is still blocked at Pettit's Lane. And the M25 clockwise 26 to 27 to the M11. There's a breakdown. 2 lanes are shut. And the A3M northbound is slow at Clanfield, but all lanes are open following the earlier accident. And the A30 westbound at Exeter. The accident towards Fingal Glen has gone, but there's another breakdown between Salton Cross and Stofer Cross. And finally, the A30 at Anstey. We've got an accident just near the turn off for Swallow Cliff, so one lane is shut. Thanks for your updates. Another one with Joe and Simon, half an hour.
Thank you.
Steve Wright in the
We got the 7-inch single, the long plain album, the 12-inch disco mix. Just put it on the jukebox, grab yourself a lager, see what the needle predicts. We had the country and western, a dodgy little section with Jerry Lee Lewis and gang. From a jack to a king, just the Capras and wing, but still the whole tavern we sang. Dolly Parton was queen, Billy Joel the boss. We were uptown, downtown, a little bit of Motown with Marvin Gaye and Diana Ross. All the partners would say, you'd be joining in too. Red, red wine, everybody hurts, and don't it make your brown eyes blue? So barman, don't be a tease. Now we're down on our knees. Plug that wallets are back in for the he's and the she's. Well, we're begging you, please, for the Peters and Lees. Stick another 50p in and make it out in a cheese. Then there were the tightwads, go up to the jukebox, put in solitary 5p. Worked out the Pink Floyd, anything but meatloaf is longer than your 10cc. Arguing the B-sides better than the A-side, denying what you actually put on. Pretending that you hate it, you don't even read it, but catch yourself singing along. Neil Diamond was king, Elton John number 1. It was a working class hymn, but the one congregation the church really wished to be gone. We sang Give Peace a Chance with Yoko Ono and John. A Saturday night's alright for fighting, and where have all the boot boys gone? So barman, don't be a tease. Now we're down on our knees. Plug that wallets are back in for the he's and the she's.
That's pretty clever. 7-inch singles, Paul Heaton and Jackie Abbott.
BBC Radio 2.
Joe and Simon and Johnny Marr coming up with us tomorrow. Comedian Stephen K. Amos. Good evening.